There's evidence of the homeless crisis everywhere you look. We report on it nearly every day. But inside the shelters, the tents, the cars, we have to remember that every person has a story. Who are they? How did they get there?
One local woman wants you to know the story of her mom. Now, last month, after she passed away, she wrote a message to the community, a message of compassion.
I want to share my story with you, and I sincerely hope you read it with an open mind and heart. My mom was homeless. She died October 6th of natural causes. She was a single parent raising her only child, me. When I was a very young girl, she fought her way through college to attain a nursing degree. She had a huge heart for people and was a strong patient advocate to the point of fault. She had several homes built, with one that overlooked mountains and a lake. Then she lost it all. See, my mom had a tumultuous upbringing, one that any of us reading would require years of therapy and support. Instead, she chose to fight through her battles. Her battle ultimately bested her. When she lost her sister to suicide, I think it broke her. It broke her mind, body, and spirit. She never recovered and lost her way quickly thereafter. My mom, through her toughness and sadness, even lost her family. I fought for her time and time again, 100 times over, but I couldn't win. At some point, I had to begin to protect myself or else go down with her. I was able to hold my mom's hand and kiss her forehead when her heart beat its last beat. I am thankful for that moment. I struggle with guilt, shame, and overwhelming grief. Although she was pretty tough on me as a young girl, I can't help remember what a wonderful woman she was. The beautiful letters written by patients she cared for are a testament to my claim. Her last few months were spent in a car, living in a safe park at a church. There were two other bright-eyed, sober, beautiful older ladies who also parked there. They scrounged their last few dollars to buy me a dozen roses. They were my mom's only friends when she passed. So I ask you this. Please realize that every case of homelessness is unique. There is no single solution. We can politicize, critique, and undervalue each other's opinion of what the solution should be, but ultimately we don't know. Just know that not all are bad. Perhaps they're an inconvenience and unsightly, but also know that some might shock you with their stories of why they are homeless. Finally, we're in the month of November, the month that sparks thankfulness. I have come to the point in my life where I am thankful for something every day, whether that be my job, the roof over my head, or the fact that I have toilet paper. November shouldn't be the only time we should be thankful, or December the only time we give. I found my mom's stethoscope in her car, coupled with her sister's christening gown, my grandfather's tin cup that he sipped from as a baby, a mug lovingly made for her from the 70s, and loads of family photos. All of this safely tucked under what appeared to be loads of trash. Appearance is evil. Truth always lies beneath. My final request is that you put your ear next to someone you love and listen to their heartbeat. It's a beautiful hypnotic rhythm that breathes life, warmth, and love, lots of love. For every beat a heart beats, it beats love, an energy that sustains life. Minds can be scrambled, but hearts are simple. They only beat for life and love. Listen to it, cherish it. Listen to your own. You'll realize how much you have to give. Also, please start to look at the homeless with anything else but hate. Getting rid of them doesn't solve the overwhelming problem. Sequestering them from society and our eyes doesn't work either. It starts with listening.
Everyone has a story, you know. The homeless problem is so big that it comes down to individual people and hopefully individual solutions.
A lot of lessons in that story that we should note too. Took a long time to set up, to figure out how to do that right, to give her respect and give her mother the respect that they deserve. And she thought about it, and she thought about it, and she took her time with it, and finally said, you know what, this is something I want to do because I want people to know my mom, and I want people to know these lessons. And she was very worried that she would cry, and we said,
Crying It's okay.
That's okay. Again, it shows the human side to all of this, which I think is the overwhelming lesson in all of it.
And we absolutely greatly appreciate her sharing that story. And you can share the story with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media platforms by going to KOIN.com right now.